your show. It's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Well, good afternoon and welcome back to Rangers Radio. Celtic 2, Rangers nothing. The only mystery for me, who was only to join myself, Fox, here on this aftermatch show, is my good friend, the Fox. How we doing, Fox?
Evening, mate. I can just imagine. Aye, well, it's evening for me. It's been a long day.
Right. Give us your thoughts. The lines are busy, so we'll bring your callers in after we get our thoughts for the Fox.
Strolling the park, mate. And for Celtic, it was a disaster, a catastrophe. Get it
I
right.
thought their new goalie looked good, their new centre half, and that new fullback that you bummed up, he was excellent.
No, I told you that Tavan Barisic would comfortably handle them. I thought it was a great team performance. We had a good game plan. We controlled the game from start to finish. Any threat that they attempted, the both centre-backs, apart from one mistake by Connor Goldson that allowed them a wee knock out of the bar, we were absolutely solid. Midfield, absolutely terrific. Worked their socks off. Front three, didn't have the greatest of games amongst them, but overall, great team performance.
I've got to take my hat off to Glenn Kamara, who I thought was the top baller on the football pitch today. Showed class. He's £50,000. He plays like that. What a bargain, what a player. So calm on the ball. And this flying machine couldn't get away from him, Fox, eh?
I thought he was immense, absolutely. I don't think he put a foot wrong in the whole game. Controlled the left-hand side of the park all the way through. And it was absolutely outstanding, as was Steve Davis and Scotty Arfield. So the battle was to be won in the midfield, and we easily won that, mate. And it was men against boys, mate.
I'm looking forward to a view for the bridge on Monday night. He'll be as high as a kite. He'll be,
without a doubt.
This missus, I feel sorry for her. She'll be up tomorrow at 6:30. He'll still be up. Anyway, if people want to join us, there's a bit of a queue, but if other people want to join us, what's the number?
The number is 0141 356 1972. Come in and celebrate.
We've been joined by Port Bear, who's popped along to say hello.
Cheers. Sparkle shining bright. Listen, lads, I'm having a wee ding dong.
Port Bear first. Then I'm sure Big Steve will be in to join us. Afternoon, Port Bear.
Mate, you just let a big man go here. Oh, Oxia, what a day, mate. Thought Rangers were outstanding. Beat Celtic with 9 men, because I thought Barker and Alfredo were pretty quiet today, in my opinion. But Glenn Kamara, our two centre-halves, were absolutely immense. The whole team was immense today, mate. But, got to give special mention today to Glenn Kamara. And I thought he was my man of the match, but I gave it to Goldson because obviously the 2 goals.
You're not going to... You get the 2 goals, yeah. You're going to get man of the match, but the best footballer on the park was Glenn Kamara.
50 grand, Oxia. 50 grand. But you can see, we spoke about this on here, he's been schooled at Arsenal, mate. You can absolutely see that. He was absolutely excellent. And no shots on target the whole game for them. We controlled the whole game, Oxia. None, not a shot on target. And the super centre half, they paid a fortune for to get him up here. And that, expensive goalkeeper, absolutely ranked rotten, mate. Rangers are back. Glasgow is blue again, mate.
Oh, mate, you're right. That goal, I didn't think he covered himself in glory, but I'll take it every time when that goal went in. Fantastic. He did be Goldson, kept it going the right way, just helped it on, and in my opinion, maybe their goal should have done better, but who cares? Who cares?
Aye,
right, yep. Big Stevie's joined us. Afternoon, big chap.
And it is a good afternoon. Just let me tell you. By the way, I put a bid in. Myra Henry's going to kill me. I put a bid in for Alan McGregor's deck chair. It's up to 250 quid. And I put a bid in for it. Absolutely fantastic. The Bells were good today. Come on. 2-0. We would have all took it before the game.
2-0. Flattered them, eh?
Correct. 110%. I think Mr. Gerrard got it right. He went for pace up front. He knows the big cat horse for early south of the border. I think he went for pace. We had them on the ropes. I felt as if we could step up a gear there again and take it further. But Rangers being Rangers, 2-0, very professional performance, 3 points, 2 goals, none against. We are the people.
The people.
That's the bottom line. By the way, I've had a couple of sherbets, boys, so my behaviour might... I don't know if my behaviour's going to take it. No, absolutely. But by the way, me Nicola comes in here, I'm getting to jail. There's actually 7 A's and no 6. Aye, actually 7 A's and no 6. But just let me tell you, guys...
I'll pass your number to the police.
Listen, folks, they've already got it. They thank me every year for the overtime at Christmas. Listen, what was I going to say, guys? All I can say to you is enjoy your day, enjoy your weekend, and by the way, what a team Gerrard's built into. See our bench today, I was saying to the boys, we could play them with our bench. We could play them today with our bench. You know, you could have made, by the way, Big Golson, oh dear. Man, brilliant. Today, I don't even know if he get man of the match because the house has gone mental. There's something on the boot with Myra Hunley's Hoover. So I don't even know what's happening. Did Golson get man of the match?
Are you sure it's Myra's Hoover?
You did wait as far as I know.
Aye. Yes, aye. She's playing sweeper. Right. Listen, boys, I'm getting back into my couple of Beaujolais. Listen, keep up the good work. We are the people, and let's go. 3 points. Let's get into them, man. Let's get to work Monday and give them it. By the way, Bridgeman, we are the people. Come on, the Teddies. Come on.
He's a wee bit excited, eh? What do you think, Paul?
I wonder why, mate.
Listen, he's right.
Superb.
He's having a go there, and he's saying, McGregor could have had a texture at one chance with the foot to his seat, and the boy could have done better. And obviously, the one where Fox's mate knocks it wide and then makes a mess of it.
Yep.
Roger, Griffiths and all that. Oh, they were all great players when we were building a team in the Championship. Players, bullies. And what happens when you stand up to bullies, Port Bear?
Aye, you get bashed, mate. That's exactly what happened today. And I'm going to say something, Roxy. See, my opinion, that's the easiest Old Firm game I've ever seen Rangers involved in. That's how easy it was today. And I'm going, there's games we beat them 5-1 and stuff. I would say that was even easier than them games, mate. That was so easy today, without even getting out of second gear, in my opinion.
Here. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know if the lack of atmosphere had an effect on the game, or it was just we were total in control after it went 2-0. I've never seen such a lacklustre performance for them. Would you agree with that, Port?
Exactly, mate. To use a couple of words that Andy Walker used during his commentary, was abject and embarrassing. You know,
right, enough about them. Let's talk about us. McGregor done what he had to. I thought Tab was excellent, Barisic excellent. The 2 centre halves, a couple of small errors. The ricochet when it broke to the boy when he had the chance goals against Golson. Obviously 2 goals. I thought Hollander was excellent. Davis, Arfield, Kamara, superb. And then the 3 up front worked away. Anyway, we're joined by caller. Afternoon, caller.
Hi, how you getting on?
All right, Ryan.
Hi. We've done
What's
the
your thoughts,
business
mate?
today.
What's your
We've
thoughts?
done it. We are number 1 in Scotland, and we showed that today.
If you just be quiet, Ryan, Stephen Gerrard's with us. We've got Stephen Gerrard live.
Okay.
We put in a really controlled, professional performance today. I don't think we were at our fluent best, but we come here and control the game with the ball, without the ball. And I don't think Alan McGregor's really been tested. Maybe once in the first half with Elyounoussi, maybe once in the second half when Griffiths goes round him, but he does a magnificent job. So we're really pleased. We're really pleased with what the players have given today in the performance they've given. We were certainly worthy winners.
Yeah, you mentioned that the fact that Celtic didn't really have much, if anything, on target. Is that even more pleasing?
Well, look, they threw everything at us. They started with Kamara up front, they brought Griffiths on, who scored goals in this game before. They bring a Jetty off the bench, they bring Turnbull off, players that are worth a lot of money, really good footballers. So they threw everything at us, but I think that's where I'm most pleased with my team, that we controlled everything at Celtic through ours, and we managed the game really well. And we could have maybe went and scored more. You know, Ryan Kent's volley there at the end, he's through, and Ajer makes a fantastic tackle. So, listen, we're really pleased with the result and the performance we give, but we haven't been at our best or our maximum, but we didn't need to be, because it was a really controlled and professional performance.
I was talking to you a couple of weeks ago about the spread of goals in our team, and the Connor goals in the 2 please for him.
I'm shocked, but listen, he's certainly capable. You know, he's starting to attack set pieces now. He's hungry to score. I thought his all-round performance today was outstanding. You know, Nicola Katic, who was the hero here last year, but Connor deserves the headlines that he's going to get. I thought he was outstanding. He led us from the back. He kept our distances right. He can hear his voice all the way throughout the game. So he should enjoy tonight, and we should all enjoy tonight. But then it's back to business. You know, after we have our day off.
Yeah, how key is that kicking on now? Because last time you weren't here was the winter break. Now there's games coming thick and fast. Is that a good thing?
I hope so. I just said to the players then, look, you know, enjoy your win. You know, you deserve to enjoy your night tonight, but you know, there'll be no getting carried away. We need to remain humble. And on we go. Like, it is different, because last time we had a break, and maybe that has ruined our rhythm and fluidity. But look, we've got a massive game on Thursday. We need to get them recovered and get them ready for that.
Winning here twice in a row, it's the first time since the mid-90s that that's happened for Rangers. Do you see a maturity now about your team and more of a belief? Because you were talking about with the mismatch when you first came here, and I think that's developing now.
Look, I think the players are certainly showing more maturity. We're, you know, with time and games, we're getting more experience being together. But we've still got an awful lot of hard work to do. We've got respect for the team that we're chasing. But look, it was a really mature, experienced performance today. But we need more of that from now to the end of the season. And that's going to be our biggest challenge. You know, can we go the distance?
Well done today.
Thank you.
Yeah, Stephen Gerrard mentioned.
Well, I think he's seen a lot of the same thing as us. Port Bear. Ryan, if you want to phone back in again, we'll bring you back in with a lot of interference from you. Same as us, Port Bear, isn't he? He says what Port Bear's up to. Fox, saying the same as us. We played in one in second gear, basically, the manager said.
I think he was correct in saying that. He did, I agree with everything he said there. I think it was a great game for us, even looking forward to the game on Thursday. Our players had a stroll about the park today, so there'll no be MD out of puff come Thursday. So all in all, it was an easy. I was like playing Ross County at their worst, wasn't it? It was that easy.
See if the second goal goes in, and it was a sniffer's finish at the end. But see if when he swings it and it's blocked, that would have been a lovely move as well, Fox.
Aye, some neat interchanges in that move between quite a few of them. And the ball across the park. Anyway, we've been joined by Blue Star.
I think and Blue Star and Ryan's back. We'll go to Ryan first, I think. Ryan, give us your thoughts, mate.
Thanks for taking my call, guys.
No problem.
Excellent today. We done what we were going to do today. Love the Rangers. We are number one in Scotland, and we demonstrated that today.
Here.
Alan McGregor had nothing to do. We put them in their place today at their own background, their piggery. We destroyed them today, boys. And I was expecting that. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. We are number one in Scotland. We are the biggest club, the most decorated club in the world. I love the Rangers. Listen, guys, we done what we needed to do today. We need to kick on now, and we need to get this league in the bag and show them.
Thanks, Fred.
Cheers, Ryan. Number one.
Listen, Ryan, there's a lot of people want to join us, mate.
Right,
thanks.
Cheers. Let me go. Listen, boys. Listen.
Yep.
Brilliant performance. Love the man. We're brilliant. Okay, guys. Love you all. Cheers.
We've also been joined by Blue Star.
How flipping brilliant was that, eh? Absolutely superb. Hey, Ox, I'm serious. I don't even think we got out of first gear there. All honesty. To start to finish, that was one of the easiest games we've had in an Old Firm game. It has to be.
Ever at their place, maybe ever at their place. Obviously, we've won. We've went there and we've won 3-0 to win the league. We've beat them 4-2 there a couple of times in living memory. But to win with them not having a shot at goal in the whole 90 minutes, I don't know anything like that.
Absolutely. Ox, for once, I'm giving you full credit today. You called it bang on for the very first whistle of the day. You called the team basically right. The only thing I would say, in all honesty, they're going to come out in all the press and whatever. They'll hit you with, their team was ravaged, etc. Listen, the guy that was on first there got it bang on. We beat them with 9 men today. Let's not kid ourselves on that. We don't like slanging our own players. But Barker and Morelos weren't in the game at all today. They definitely weren't. The wee man looks, I don't know whether it was he's travelling or whatever, but he's a shadow of himself. But Kamara, she got that bang on. That guy covered every blade of grass and don't want it to nutmeg Brownway. Oh, that was just pure class.
Yeah, correct, mate.
50 grand. The guy's brilliant.
Well, in that performance, he's a £10 million football player, mate.
Oh, easy, Ox, easy.
We'll be joined.
I mean, you said at the start, if we showed commitment and we done that.
Let me cut across you. We'll be joined by another caller. How we doing, caller?
Hi, Ox, Eric Scott here.
How we doing, Scott? You enjoy that?
It's mixed emotions for me. Like, I lost my mother on Monday, so...
it's very, very, very sorry to hear that, mate.
But that helps ease the pain a wee bit. But it's been a hard week, but I'll get a smile on my face, so that's for my mother, like, you know. But I thought they were excellent today. Goldson, again, steps up. I thought he was going to get a hat-trick there. Kamara, I thought was excellent.
If you were Goldson, would you know shove Tav and Barisic shoot the way with that free kick?
You take that.
I'll have a go at this.
I thought he was immense, Oxshare. I know we've all been on here before and we've criticised the guy, but even just in the last 5 minutes here, he was getting in front of defenders, attackers, and clearing the ball. And Kamara done a lot. He stopped that boy Frimpong on the left-hand side, basically getting the ball. And
the other thing, but he went away from Frimpong, the so-called flying machine. He went away from him. You know?
As you said as well, the second goal, if Goldson, the fact is in, that's some goal. But I just think now that the way Rangers are playing, they're awful. I've said that all the season. They're no a great team, but Rangers now have stepped up. I think Europeans, they played that like a European game today, and they were just a class all over the park. And miles ahead of them. Brown was puffing out his backside, which was good to see. But that was as easy as game you'll get. I was delighted.
Here, mate. Listen, once again, really sorry for your loss, mate. For everybody.
Thanks, mate.
Rangers Radio, mate.
Thanks
really
very
sorry
much.
Life's rubbish, but the day's all about that performance, as you can understand. Blue Star. We all deal with hardships, but the Rangers are all a big part of
it. Absolutely. We're sorry to hear that, mate. Really sorry.
Thanks,
Blue Star. The Rangers today, that would have made it a wee bit lighter for you, surely. Your team winning and winning it. And we won it in style because that was a performance and a half. We made them look really silly today. Even that shot for Kent, I mean, that was going in like a rocket, and that was going in if that guy hadn't got in the road. Well. Absolutely. For them to play at their home and not even have a shot on target against us, that shows you how well we played.
I think I heard them saying, I think the last time was 2009, I think. And a game altogether, I think I heard them saying earlier on.
Say that again, Scott. What was the start?
I'm saying I think the last time it happened was 2009. They never had a shot at target.
Right, okay. Against us. Listen, I'll say it again. They're Browns, they're Griffiths, they're Rodgicks and all that. They were all right bullying when we were building a team and playing against championship players.
You stole that off of me.
Who stole it off of you?
You did.
When?
I said that to you pre-match. You're taking all my glory.
All right,
hello.
Hello. Hello, how we doing?
Hello, Shug.
Hello.
Shug.
Hello, who's this?
I'm not giving you my name, Shug. Your phone, my house.
Well, talk to me. Talk to me.
Come on, Shug, hurry up.
You must be a Rangers man, that's the main thing.
Yeah, Shug, what did you think of that?
What, today? What do I think of today?
Yes.
Hey, if my missus let me, she's going to have the greatest love of her life tonight.
We'll phone you back in 2 minutes, Shug.
Who is it? I'm so happy. That's all I can say, by the way. I'm so happy we beat the dirty fucking Celtic.
Shug.
Are you the radio station?
Yes, you're through to Ox, Gerald.
Oh, God. Are you the radio station? I'll speak to you. Ask me questions. And I'm going to tell you about the people. Who is it?
Oh,
I think Shug's looking for plenty of fish there.
I think Shug's missing. Get up here quick, Shug. We've also been joined by Cairo, who's just got a hammer and smashed it through a glass ceiling. How we doing, Cairo?
Well, I bloody hope so, Oxger. I hope so. I've been saying it for long enough, but we're so much in command today. It was just unreal. I was relaxed sitting watching it, and anybody that knows me knows what I'm like at these games. It's even worse when you're sitting yourself in the house. My wife went out because she knew exactly what it'd be like. So I'll tell you, man, I'm as relaxed as a person can be. Now it's really good. How good was that? I mean, not just the glass ceiling's the big thing for me, Ox. I've said it for ages, and I hope now, if it's no broke it, it's cracked it enough that the next games we go, we just take it away, and that'll be me happy as a sandboy, man. It's really good. How good is it to sit and relax? Yeah, it was really great today. Whenever we took a player off and another player came on, you weren't going, oh no. You were going, oh, that's all right. That's right. Yeah. You were really, really, well, I was anyway. I was really going,
Can I ask you something, Carol?
Aye.
In all seriousness, we've seen a few games over the years, but when that was 2-0 with 20 minutes to go, you get more nervous because you start saying, be more careful, kick it to the park, get out of the park. And they just strolled it, apart from one incident with the split of our defence, where the boy McGregor came out and that little ran wide with it. But that was it, mate. In the whole, when it lost nothing. No concerted effort. The two fullbacks that they're praising, non-existent, mate. It was a doddle.
It's that thing with Ox, you get to, you go 2-0 up and you're maybe 30 minutes to go, 25 minutes to go, whatever it is. So your expectation goes up, and the gap between expectation and what potentially disasters could happen is huge. So the nervousness just goes up the same as that, Whereas if it's nothing each, it's your expectation is, if we hold it for a draw, we're doing good, we're doing this. If we score a goal, we have a chance of winning. So your expectation level's a wee bit lower, but the drop then, if they score, isn't as high, you know what I mean?
Okay, I'll cut across you. Hello, caller, how you doing? What's your name, mate?
My name is David Wong, also known as the Chinese Billy Boy. I went viral on Facebook singing Dung Wah Dung Wah.
Right, okay, mate. I must have missed
No, seriously, you actually talk to the guy.
Right. All right, mate. You've got the telly on or the show on in the background. Can you turn it off, mate? It's coming right through.
Turn the telly off. Hey, turn the telly off, George. Hello, on you go.
Tell George to get it sorted, Davey. Right, give us your thoughts.
George, fucking talk to me. Hey, here we go. Sorry, I didn't need to swear there.
That's all right. Well, you have your first time, Davey, because you're a celeb.
Yeah, thank you, I'm a celeb, George, is what I tell you. Hey, lads, I called it for the off. But everyone listen, every Celtic fan listen, because they all listen to your shows, don't they?
Usually, mate.
Yep. Right, I called it. We're coming, changing the guard, new sheriff in town.
Here, mate. Here. Right, where did we find this?
It was scary, man. George, Scott Brown, his shoes were trapped. The body language was terrible. Yeah, it was all other faces.
Do you not think Big Duffy was a different class for them?
It was all right, but couldn't keep it in fucking Goldie, could he? All right. Wee topo. It wasn't even a topo, it was a side fucking... I keep swearing, sorry. But I swear to God, you're talking to the Chinese Billy Boy, and I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to do the old Chinese song. Hello, hello in Chinese. Here we go. Dong Hua, feeling ding ding dong Hua, feeling ding dong Hua, he young go, ying dong Hua, bing 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 ding dong Hua. We are the people. Thank you.
Brilliant, David, brilliant. Cairo, beat that.
Oh, there's no way I'm going to beat that today. Give me a couple of hours, maybe. I'll sound like that, maybe. Brilliant. Dead on. It just shows you.
Never, ever a dull moment on Rangers Radio Blue Star.
Oh, definitely. Just superb. Everything. Brilliant.
Listen, I've got to also say, right, the manager made a big call today and he played Brandon back. And I'm no Brandon's greatest fan. I don't think he's done it for a lot of the support, but he was part of a team that went and won 2-0 at Parkhead. So take my hat off to him. He's got that in his CV.
Yep, absolutely. For me, Ox, in all honesty.
We're very busy, Blue Star. If you're no fast, your last afternoon caller.
Yeah, hi, it's Jamie from Coatbridge here.
How we doing, Jamie?
Yeah,
do us a favour, Jamie. Can you look at your window and see how everybody's doing in Coatbridge?
Very quiet.
What's on your mind, mate? Give us your thoughts.
I obviously delighted with the way Rangers played today. Standout for me was Kamara. Don't know how the panel feel about that, but I do feel as though we need to tie him down, given he's one of our younger players, and for me, he's the future going forward for Rangers. Like what he's brought to the team. A lot of it's not spectacular, but very efficient. And for me, it's Davis's replacement long term.
Great shout, mate. Great shout. I thought he was the best footballer on show. Cairo.
Well, I've been singing Kamara's praises for ages. I like him. I think he's really calm under pressure, and some of his get-outs are really good. He played the ball today. Did you see that ball in the second half where the three Celtic players on about him? I thought he was going to pass it back, and he passed it through to Arfield, I think it was. Just superb. I thought he was my man of the match as well. And Golston, I've been one of his biggest critics, as you can, just because he's liable to give away a goal. I thought when that boy hit the boy or the barrel in time, I said, "Oh, I hope that's it. I hope that's his moment over." And after that, he played really well. I mean, he put in 2 goals, obviously, but he put in a couple of good blocks. There were one in particular in the first half where he came right out and got in front of the guy. It was really good. So, got to give credit to Golston as well. But Bakker didn't do all day much for me.
That was a great point that Jamie made, mate, about tying Kamara up, mate. I'm sure we'll debate that.
Absolutely.
If me and you were his agent, mate, we would in the least getting a fight out. You turn the show off, please, caller.
Oh, sorry, mate. It's lucky, mate. How you doing?
All right,
yeah,
mate,
I've not got the show on.
Listen, man, how good was that?
That was pretty good, Lackey. Who's Sean for you?
Golston, mate. Did you see him else?
Oh, I thought Kamara was superb.
Oh, Kamara was brilliant, mate. I had a trade jacket and all, man, but Gerrard was right.
Well, he's been proved right, mate. He made a big call with Barker, and ultimately the manager was proved right.
Yeah, it was men against boys, mate, in my opinion.
Was it the easiest victory you've ever seen at their place?
For a long time, mate.
I think when we beat them 4-2 on New Year's Day back in the 90s, mate, when they were all falling out with each other, when Mikhailichenko scored 4-2 flat them that day, but that was even maybe a bigger down because they were abysmal and we controlled the game in second gear.
Mate, I seen this coming, honestly. I seen it coming. I knew we were going to do them and they weren't even at their best or not.
Well done. Jamie, great point you made about Kamara. I thought along with the other two in midfield, we controlled the game, most of the game.
I don't think there was a failure today, to be honest. You look at Hollander as well. that his selection was justified too. I think he made 2 key blocks in the game, and this Rangers team, I think this is it. This is the season. We're proving it. We've had 2 disappointing draws. Hibs raced their game as usual against us, but I fail to see as long as we just keep the head, don't focus too much on Europe. We've got the squad there, I think, to stop 10 and get 55. So I'm optimistic.
Becomes a massive game for us next week, but I'm sure we'll talk about that. We've got another massive run of games coming up, but we've just got to enjoy this today, Kairoa. Take it for what it is and enjoy it. A result for the support.
Absolutely. Great result. We've all been looking for it. We've all been looking at it for different things, mainly to win, obviously, but for different things and who was going to do it. Me, my view on it, what I was looking for. I thought Barker was a sort of a least effective player of the day. He did a couple of good things, but he wasn't in the game, really. It didn't have an influence in the game, if I put it that way. I think that's a better way to put it. And I thought Morelos ran them ragged, although he didn't seem to do much, but when you watched him off the ball, he was running them ragged. They were following him about and all that kind of thing. So he did his bit, although he didn't score again. So that I don't think there were many failures. I just think there were 1 or 2 players that just weren't at their best, and as Gerrard said himself, we didn't play our best. The thing I really did like was Golston's comments at the end. He said we've been practicing this and doing this for 2 years with our shape, and I think the day we got it right. And I was thinking that myself when I was watching the game. Our work after the ball was absolute. Our work rate was superb today. We seemed to be at least have a man or 2 men all the time at any of their players, and that's no by chance. That's no something that just happens. I thought we did really well after the ball. Our work rate was fantastic, I thought.
Aye, Lackey, it was a team performance. Kamara shone for me. I thought
Kamara was excellent, mate. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, you carry on, Lackey.
I thought Kamara was outstanding, but you can't take it away from Big Golson. I remember big GFK talking about him.
Aye.
And saying how he's not put a foot wrong this season, that guy. And I thought he was going to get a hat-trick.
I might have been written for the Stars. If I was him, I'd have took that free kick.
Can I come in, Ops, please?
Aye, on you go, mate.
Scott, I just want to give a mention to Hollander as well.
He had a good game as well, mate.
He's been out, I think he reminds me a wee bit of Stuart Monroe. He's like an unsung hero, but he just seems to be, I think we spoke about this before in the show as well, he seems to be in the right place. He's not get blessed with pace, but he seems to be in the right place all the time. And he had a great block. I think he was in the first, I think he crossed the ball in, and he had a great block in the first 15, 20 minutes when the ball came in. And I think he doesn't get a lot of, Golson's going to take all the things today, but I think Hollander's been, the amount of time he was out for about 6 months here, and he's come in. It looks as though he's been playing in the team for years, he just comes in and does his defending, and that's what we've been needing for a right 2 or 3 years, and I just want to praise him personally, because I think he's been outstanding.
He's a natural defender, Scott, yeah?
That's right, aye. That's what I'm saying, aye. He reminds me a bit of Monroe. You never get the pleasures, the kind of plaudits that everybody else got, but he come in, you can rely on, it'll be a 7, 8 out of 10 every game,
Yeah.
And
we've been joined by one of the characters. No, Scott, don't mind, it's just that the lines are busy. We've been joined by one of the characters of Rangers Radio. We've been joined by Big George for EK. How are we doing, Big George?
I'm doing absolutely dandy, lads. Absolutely dandy, man. We absolutely took them apart. We gave them a lesson how to play football in the park, man. We were outstanding. Outstanding, man. Kamara, man, was absolutely. I thought he was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, man. And Golson, outstanding as well, man. But every player in the park, man, was outstanding. Let's be honest about it.
I thought Harfield. On you go, Fox.
Aye.
Can I say, we put another myth to bed today at Parkhead, and that was the myth that Stephen Davis couldn't play 3 games in the week. I thought that wee man was brilliant at the back as well. stole the ball all the time, used the ball well, and never stopped his movement on the park. So, wee Steve, 122 caps. And as a mythox, because the man's 35, that he can't play so many games. The man's full of energy and fit as anything.
You only put him that story about because you're the same age as him.
I wish I was, mate. I wish I was.
George, I thought also were two fullbacks done well for us today.
That's what I'm saying. We just looked on a different level to them. Or the part, you don't think so?
I agree. Jamie, fair comment for George.
100%. Like, to a man, we were better than him all over the pitch. Like, there's no doubt about that. And I think, given that now what Gerrard's in his third season, I think it is working now. Like, it's finally clicked. So, onwards and upwards.
Come across it. Caller, you've just called in. Can you turn the show off in the background, please?
Hello.
Can you turn the show off in the background?
Hello.
Can you turn the show off in the background? Last chance.
Oh, I'm not say that.
Oh, you'll phone back in. End up you're talking to yourself, Cairo. You know what that's like.
No, I don't. I'm myself a sing.
Right. Will we get the praise we deserve? Larky.
No.
No.
Basically, no. No excuses. COVID this, COVID that. Even though we tough your players out the last 3 or 4 games, 5 games. But no, COVID's timing them, even though it was our reserve players that were out.
Aye. Who did they miss? Who was they playing for them? Or centre half?
I don't think anybody that made any difference for them today, to be honest with you, mate.
All right, caller.
Hi, mate.
You've got the show in the background, you'll need to turn it off.
Hello.
You've got the show in the background, you'll need to turn it off.
Hi, mate.
That's better. Which school
I can hear you now.
Which school did you go to?
I went to Bailliston Junior Secondary.
Are you sure it wasn't St. Bailliston, the way you couldn't turn that off?
No.
Right. What's your name, mate? What's your name, Sean?
Hi, it's Chrissy Boyd Cameron.
Chrissy Boyd Cameron. Oh, that's a pretty name. Chrissy, give us your thoughts,
Chrissy. Angus Cameron.
Angus Cameron. Right, Gus. The floor's yours.
Well, I think I followed Rangers all my days. I'm the only Protestant living in Coat Bridge.
No. Wait a minute,
oh,
Jamie.
No, I'm not. Right, there are a few years. Aye, there are a few years. And I just thought it was fantastic today.
Who impressed you, Gus? Who impressed you?
I would say I wasn't too. When I seen the lineup with Kamara, because I know how he plays against Celtic, but I thought he was outstanding today, and I thought Morelos would be no laying that buzz off here there, no one to shoot for 40, 30 yards. I thought Morelos was good enough, you know.
He worked for the team, Alfie. He worked for the team.
Aye, I think so. And Barisic just out of this world, you know what I mean?
He had a good game as well, I thought.
I thought he had a great game. And Tavernier just gets better.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to let you speak to Jamie, because Jamie's for Coatbridge as well. Jamie,
that's fine.
Meet Gus. There's 2 of you.
How you doing, mate?
Hi, Gus.
How you doing, Jamie?
Hi.
And,
so what did you think? Like Kamara's no performed before in the?
No, I've seen him against the Celtic, right? And I've been thinking sometimes that he's been kind of shy in the tackles when the crowds were there, you know. But
I think you could say that for. I was going to say you could say that for a lot of the Rangers side though. Like when the crowds are there, sometimes they have
like bottled
the
it.
bottle goes sometimes. I know.
I think I know the panel have discussed this in previous shows, but I do think that the whole no crowds is helping Rangers. That's me being honest.
Yes, I could go on that side of you. Yeah.
Yeah,
but,
there isn't as much
they were
pressure.
near calm without the crowd on their back. If they make a mistake,
Yeah. So you know what Ibrox is like. 15 minutes we've not scored and they are on our backs. But
that's right.
I think for today's game it would have been the opposite. I think the Celtic fans would have been on Celtic's backs because they were rotten today. They were absolutely garbage. That's probably been our easiest game for the season.
I was telling a lie there because my big pal I used to work with, he stays in Toonheat and he's a pure boy noise, you know what I mean?
Yeah. There are a few Salmontown heads.
It's another myth. George, 11 heroes a day. And the management. Right. And George VK, 11 heroes. Plus the substitutes and the management team.
That's right.
Aye. Absolutely.
Did you see that wee snippet yesterday? I don't know if it would come to fruition that they're going to headhunt Gerrard for the England manager job.
Well, that would worry me, mate, because that's a job that he would be tempted with because they're going nowhere with their manager at the moment. But let's part that one and hope it doesn't happen.
I just think he wants to win a trophy here first, or the league,
Aye, we'll see what it takes. George. Right, Gus, listen, mate, first time you've been on, yeah?
Yes, it is. I usually watch the Rangers or Jamesy. You know what James in True Blue Loyals?
No, I don't know, mate, no.
No, it's on the internet.
Right, okay, mate, aye. All right.
That's the first time I've run Rangers
radio, aye?
Radio, yeah.
Listen, mate, thanks for the call and enjoy your night, mate.
Aye, same with yourself, pal. It's just a Friday pubs or shop.
I know, mate. I'll come and get you. We'll find somewhere.
Aye, but aye. Don't worry about that. We need to go to the Seggy Bar.
We'll find them.
Aye, Sexton.
George EK, who really shone for you, apart from the obvious? Or was it a whole total team performance?
I honestly think it was a total team performance. Every man, Ladderman was absolutely outstanding. By the way, I thought we were streets ahead of him. Honestly, at first, I must admit, even before the game, I had no nerves whatsoever. I just knew we were going to beat them, but I actually thought we were going to beat them more than that, and I thought we actually should have beaten them more than that.
Maybe once the game was finished, you look back, you'll be disappointed. It was only 2-0. We've been joined by a caller, Super Rangers 55. I don't know where he gets his handle from. How are we doing, mate?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
All right, that's not a Glasgow accent. Where are you, mate?
Canada.
Canada. Whereabouts? Big place?
Close to Toronto, about 45 minutes out of Toronto.
All right, mate. What will we call you, mate?
Ian.
Oh, that's all right. How are we doing, Ian? Here's your thoughts.
We're good. Honestly, I don't even think we really got out of first gear today, but I'm almost kind of happier with that because it showed how garbage Celtic really were today. They couldn't put anything together, and that's what made the victory all the better for me.
Are you an expat, Ian, or were you born here and moved?
We moved back in 2001.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and who was that as easy as you thought it was going to be, or did it just pan out like that for you today?
I was pretty confident we were going to go there and get the result we wanted, but
a lot easier than you thought it was going to be. Oh, you see me lost Ian. Oh, no, I don't know if he's gone. Cairo, everybody's been saying pretty much the same, isn't he? Who's Sean? Who played well?
Yeah, I think you're on a win. It's one of they say everybody's looking at it for different angles and different places and different players and different this and different that. I think I think to sum it up, it was a good team game. There were a couple of players that were down in the 5s and the 6s, and the rest of them were up in the 7 and the 8. So it was it's just definitely good. I mean, what do you say about McGregor? I mean, virtually nothing today, but whenever Griffiths, he forced Griffiths wide, and then he picked the ball up again. So what he had today, that wee couple of bits he had today, he did really well. Helander, I think, they couple of blocks that he put in early doors, I think, settled him right down. He had a quietly confident game. He never get beat much. A lot of folks say he's no fast. I think he is quite quick. Whether that's just mind and just having his positional sense, I rate him. I think he's a good player.
He's a defender. Cairo.
He is, aye, and I think you think of Bobby Moore in his day. I mean, he was never ever a fast player, but many folk got by him just with his guile and his football brain. But hey, it was good. There's no point in being moaning about it today. As I say, I think it's been a great day. I think everybody should be just relax and have a couple of halves and just savour the moment. It's absolutely brilliant.
Right, Blackie. Did you think Kent was going to make it 3 when he burst through?
Sorry, mate. When he burst, Barnes, he's gross.
No, that was a good effort as well. But when he get played in, I can't remember who it was that played him in now. It might have been Morelos that shoved it through him in the inside left channel.
See, honestly, mate, I don't want to badmouth Andy because there's no to be badmouthed, right? But I think Kent played the front three, man.
Aye, man.
I think he played left, right, and he's sometimes too deep, I know. And as far as Big Helander goes, his positional sense is brilliant, man.
Can't argue with that, Scott, can we?
No, absolutely. But you know what's going to happen with this Ox. It's going to be that they were poor and they were rubbish, but we never allowed them to play. The Rangers weren't even, as the guys have said, they weren't even out of first or second gear. And I know you were talking about the 4-2 game. I was at that game and Haley put one in the first minute. I think it was Matylchenko scored after that. But you'll hear all the draws, but they were missing players and that. But they weren't allowed to play. Rangers, they've got this way now, I think, as I said earlier on, with the way the European game is, they set out their stall. And as I said, the midfield was dominant today. I know the two centre backs were great as well, but I just think now we need to kick on and keep it going. And the good thing is we've not got a winter break after this.
No, I know.
This victory, so onwards and upwards. And if you think some of the players that still get back, and I know Rebo get 5 minutes, it's and if we step up another couple of gears, as I've said before, the fit that we're playing this season, but for me, that was a stroll in the park. And regarding the Colt Bridge boys, you can tell the Segton and the Carsons is shot today because they're all in, the two of them's on Rangers radio.
Can I say something, lads?
Aye, on you go, mate.
I've got a bit of Colt Bridge in the house. I'm sitting with a boat of bucky, mate.
The one for Airdrie, so it's more Pringby than Airdrie than anything else.
Oh, sorry, mate, I get that guy.
We're looking for a wee bit more upmarket than that, Cairo, aren't we? What have you got in Glenmorangie?
Oh, I'm in the Glenmoe, yeah. It's the nice, quietly convivial.
Grey Goose for me.
Begins with a G, it's good.
Grey Goose. No, there's a tipple.
I've never been a vodka person. You've had anything you need to put flavour in it, it doesn't sound that good to me, so I've always stuck with the whiskey.
Oh, there's sense in your argument, Cairo.
At last, somebody's seen sense.
Sense in your argument, right? Listen, the lads on the calls. I'm not being rude. What I'm going to do is we're going to drop these all because we've got that many people.
No problem.
In.
All right, cheers.
I was going to say that to you anyway, Oxshare. Enjoy the night,
it's
guys.
Brilliant that you're
cheers, lads. Thank you.
Right. Love yous all.
Later,
Rangers.
Bye,
Thanks, lads.
Bye.
Have a good night, Bears. All the best. Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Aye, Cairo. There'll be a few half drunk tonight, eh?
I hope so. I think so. I think we deserve it. I mean, that glass ceiling we keep talking about.
Is it smashed, Cairo? Is it smashed?
Nah, no yet. It's certainly been dented today. Hopefully,
right, okay.
if we keep the lead in the league over the next 3 or 4 games, then I think we're there. That'll tell me whether we are or no. The next away game at Hamilton in a plastic park or something like that, where we go and we play that fit and win by 3 or 4 goals in. I think that that baggage will be well and truly off our back. But that's what I'm waiting to see. Play the way we played today, great. And it was the same before Christmas. Like, keeping back to it, but too good a game today. Too good a day today.
John Bernard, afternoon caller.
Hello, it's Tommy Glass here for the East End.
How we doing, Tommy? All right, mate?
Aye, all right. I was just phoning to talk about the game today, and it's been great to hear all your shows, so it has.
Thanks very much, Tommy. What was your thoughts on the game, mate?
I think we should have done them a bit more, but at the end of the day, I think we bossed it, so no complaints.
I think you're right, mate. I think 2-0 flattered them, but I'll ask you this again, Tommy. Would you took 2-0 at the start of the game?
Nah, maybe 3.
Oh, greedy. George, a greedy caller I've got here, mate.
I can hear that, man. I mean, but I can understand where he's coming from, you know what I mean?
Aye.
This is
2-0
a different level, man. Aye, man. I definitely did, but there's no doubt about it, man. And I don't care what they say, man. That's no far off their best team, not talking about. I don't know what they're all about, man. I mean, I don't think that.
And you come, Tommy?
I don't think French Eddie made any difference to the team, to the result of the at all whatsoever. I thought
here's George, let Tommy come in. Tommy?
French was excellent.
Aye, no bother, but just that we support Rangers for everywhere and anywhere. And
here.
How can I say it? It was long overdue, and Gerrard got it right today.
Aye, the result tells you that. The result tells you Gerrard got it right, yeah? 2-0.
I just think the score could have been more, but that one we Kent, the fact of it in it's glory days, obviously, but...
What a ball for Barisic, yeah? What a ball.
Oh, what a ball. He looks up, you can see it clearly, he looks up and he sees him and he puts it right at his feet. Just unlucky it never went in, but Rangers have always been unlucky. It's always a kind of hard way, but the day was it was kind of easy. It's all about a pool game. It's all about everybody in it, and I just wish we'd have got more, but that's just the way things are.
Hello, Tommy, we've been joined by another caller. Hello, caller. What's your name, mate?
Hello, what?
What's your name?
It's Gary Townsley from Hamilton.
How we doing, Gary? Do you enjoy that?
I'm fine, Ox. I'm absolutely fine, pal.
Do you enjoy that?
Absolutely fine. I'm just sort of ringing up to say, yes, game on. It's on. Absolutely on, isn't it? Just
here, mate. Here. Who did you?
Obviously.
Go on, Gary.
I was a bit sort of not. I wouldn't say nervous. I was probably overconfident today, thinking. I mean, at the midden, and I thought something. Even though would have been sort of half decent, but I thought, you know something? No chance. They haven't got
nothing. Rudderless. The best player was our centre half, Jerry. Yeah.
They're not handlers.
Yep. Listen, Gary, thanks for the call. You're cutting in and out, so we'll go because you're cutting in and out. That's the internet for you, but have a great night.
Seriously. Ox, we are the people, mate. So seriously.
Yes,
I will
mate.
call back, Ox.
Cheers, Gary.
Ox, pleasure, absolute pleasure, pal.
Cheers, mate.
I'm listening, by the way. I'm listening to the show. Thanks, Ox. Right. Cheers, pal.
Cheers, Gary.
Thanks, mate.
Just his phone maybe not picking us up right there, but a boy's showing his passion here, George, yeah?
Aye, man, sure. Every Rangers supporters, man, it's going to be absolutely all the moon tonight, man. We'll just be well up for that catchers when they're in mid, you know what I'm talking about.
Right, we'll cut across you again, George. We've been joined by another caller. Don't know why people want to phone in today, George. What do you think? How we doing, caller?
Hello.
Hello. Who is it, mate? What's your name?
It's Story from Brisbane.
Oh, Brisbane. How are you, mate? Do you enjoy that?
Oh man, been on the piss since lunchtime. It's awesome. I've watched us destroy them in a few games, but seriously, I think this is probably the turning point of the Scottish League. This game we beat them the last couple of times and we beat them, but this time I think this is a turning point where it's going our way. We have turned them over like a couple of times, and we are heading up and they're heading down. And I think this is the point where the league and the Scottish football is going to change. We're back where we should be.
Who's Sean for you in the Rangers team to do?
I mean, Goldson always gets it, but Hollander, man, Hollanders, he had a few awesome tackles. He was in there like the first half. I mean, they done nothing because Hollander was there. He just came in, cleaned it up, put it out. I think Fred had a bit of an average game. We had about 4 bad passes, and I think Fred had 3 of them. But the rest of the game, we just dominated the whole game. It just looking at that, it was like they look like soulless. They don't seem to have any. They're not playing for the badge like we are. And I think we've just turned. We've got players who want to play for us, and they've just got mercenaries who have turned up for the badge, just for the money, sort of thing.
Well, you reap what you sow. Look at their leadership. Look at our leadership, mate. Different class.
I mean, you can't take nothing away for the Britain.
I'm talking about the 2 managers, mate.
Oh, the managers. Oh, man, you said I was sitting watching it tonight. You know, the old Lemon, these guys heating his hands, wondering what the fuck's going on. But I mean, Stevie G, he knows what he's doing, and he's not even happy with a 2-0 win. It's like he's going, yeah, we could have like stepped it up if we needed to. But I reckon this game is the tide that has turned the Scottish League. I reckon we should power on. They're going to implode. I mean, their fans are going to go mental because they never signed anybody. They never signed. I mean, that new guy they got for AC Milan, running Milan, 16 million euros. You never even turned up. You had no idea how to play a game. So I don't know. I reckon we're on the right direction. Hopefully.
Hope you're right. George, the leadership are decided apart. You look at the 2 managers. Who would you rather have?
Between here?
Aye. Aye.
What do you mean? Aye.
Come on, answer the question. Is it too tough for you?
What was the question again?
Who would you rather have, our manager or their manager?
Oh, obviously, your manager. Come on.
Thank you, George. I was getting worried about you.
God's sake, man. Obviously, you know what I mean? By the way, I was something to tell you, by the way, mate, man. Hey, Oxia.
Yes, mate.
I'm sitting with somebody now. Do you know who it is? I'm sitting with somebody now. Do you know who it is?
Wee George.
Aye, wee George.
You putting them on?
Aye, you want to put them on? You want to listen to him?
I put them on. I want to work with them.
Aye, you
go. All right, pal, what's happening?
Listen, George, anytime you want me to come and get you, take away for you, that madman away for you, just give me a shout.
That's what the rules are for. I think he was in the shoes up for.
Did you enjoy that, George?
It was class. The best part about it was Hugh Manelli went and slapped the back of his head. That made it for me for the rest of the game.
Don't mention that. That never happened. Want to do me a favour, mate? What was the real story with his couch?
His couch? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think he chopped up a butter knife.
Hello.
Listen, the two Georges. We've got a lot of calls coming in. Big George, Little George. Well, I know you're not so little, but we'll speak to you soon, all right, bros?
Good ball, mate. Right. Thank you much for the weekend.
Hey, bother, man.
Take it easy, George.
Drop out, mate. All the boys, by the way. Have a cracker, man. I'm on the Teddy Bears. We're on the roll.
All the Teddies.
We'll be joined by a caller, evening caller, afternoon caller.
Yeah, it's Paul from Northern Ireland. Big Rangers, man.
Whereabouts, mate? Big place.
Superb. I was watching BT Sport there, and Chris Sutton was crying in his mug. He was saying the Celtic reserves, he called them, and he was shut down, so he was by, Robbie Sabers told him, 2-0, shut up. And he's just right. But gave him an absolute lesson today. A shot on target.
Not a shot on target, and the great hope doesn't want to be there.
That's it.
He wants off.
Hopefully now this season we just push on and just believe and stop the rot and get back to 1 instead of 10. That's what I'm hoping for.
Well, I think if we get 1, we'll get a few. Cairo?
I hope so. You had
you know what I mean? Just start from the scratch again. Just don't let the 10 happen. Let's get the 1 and push on. And let's get the dominance of Rangers back again. And Stephen Gerrard, we trust.
Yeah, well, he had the magnificent man saying it the other day when he was on the television panel. He says, "You get 1, they'll start flowing in." There was a wee bit of advice to Gerrard, so I'm going to go with that. Then that's it.
Stop the rot, and that's it. You know.
Yeah, I think if we get 1, sir, I think they'll start rolling.
The rest of it all fall into place. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll
be like a snowball. You know what I mean? Snowball down a big steep hole. And we'll be back on top again.
You get that sort of a wee bit more steel for that win, didn't you? If you get it through and you've won it, you've been there, then the hard bit is keeping it. But to me, it's a lot. It's like your first million. It's hard to get. I've never ever achieved it, but if I ever go to, I think the second million is easy.
That's because you went right through that class ceiling and go to your 5th one.
Yeah, well, it's a steel ceiling I've got with the million, but the Rangers, it's just a glass ceiling. They'll get there. I'm sure they'll get there.
I mean, what really is the thing about Rangers now? They have that energy and that tempo, and it's just literally every game. You just see them running and working and pressing and supporting each other. I think that's the most impressive thing that Stephen Gerrard's brought to the team.
Well,
we played decent football. Cairo, didn't we? We played decent stuff.
Aye, so what rate? Ox, I was saying that, earlier on.
Yeah, exactly.
They seem to be 2 players there all the time. At what rate they're running after the boys. It's a big fact in their game. The fact they've never had any shots, direct shots in goal. When they did have shots that were going, with Helander blocking them, with Big Golson blocking them. So that part of the game is something we didn't have last year because we were scoring goals. We just weren't defending well. But I think we're getting that better.
Yeah, it seemed more sort of a solid back 4 now, and then you have the outlets and stuff, midfielders. And it's just all syncing together, like in a certain collective. That makes sense, just... Morales, though, I'm not certain about Morales is a liability, to be honest.
He's a wee bit mad at times, but we'll skip back today, Paul. We'll look at
all right, well, thanks anyway, boys. I'll let you go on here and let someone else in. All right?
Cheers, Paul.
All the best.
All right. Bye.
I never caught the caller for Brisbane. What was your name, mate? Never caught your name.
Sturry.
How we doing, mate? Who's Sean for you? Or were you watching it after having a few drinks?
Oh man, I still think Helander. I know Golson scored the goals, but Helander had a couple of fantastic tackles. It was more a team performance. Really, it was like really European. Like they came at us like a European team, and we played against them like a European team, and just played them off the park. It's like way different to the usual kick and run like normal Scottish football. It was like they thought they would come and play against us, and that's what we love. We love to play against football teams, and outsmarted them, outplayed them, outscored them. End of story.
I think that says it all. Outsmarted them, outplayed them, outscored them. And the thing about it is, they never go out of second gear. We know we can play better.
Oh, yeah. That was the thing. We had a few flashy moments here and there, and that was good enough to win the game. We never, as I say, I don't think McGregor had a deck chair and a cigar for most of the game, and apart from all the time he'd getting through. Apart from that was about the whole game. Just pump it up in the middle. He got through, missed a chance, and apart from that, we pretty much controlled it. It was just like a Thursday night European game. Just get the ball, control the goal, score a couple of goals, sit back, wait for the attack, and finish the game. And that's exactly what we've done.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to the Bridgeman. He was in earlier, popped out, but I'm really looking forward to him on Monday night. He'll still not be sleeping, but I think it's only right when we get a tremendous result like that. We've been on here after a lot of guff, but Fox, come in, mate, and say the last words of the day, mate.
I think a lot of things that maybe people didn't notice today was the shape of the team, mate. The way we moved from side to side when we were out of possession, gave them no room. We closed them down as soon as they got possession of the ball. They were forced to play it long, and Goldson and swept it up. So all round, a great team performance, a great weekend for the Bears. Get out another bowl of vodka and enjoy your ride. Good night.
Here. Can I thank Fox and Old School Blue, who always put the technical together. We've had a lot of Sonians on here, Cairo, but this is a real pleasure today.
Yeah, absolutely. It's our sit back, relax day of the day, I think, and just savour it. Just enjoy the day.
Can I thank all the callers? Canada, Northern Ireland, New South Wales, and two for Croke Bridge. That must be a record. I look forward to Bridgeman. We have View to the Bridge on Monday. Should be excellent. When Rangers Radio will be joined by Linda. Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a great night. But more importantly, stay safe. Take it away, Old School Blue.
Rangers, easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. Football is the game that we play all over the world. Rangers, easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. We can show the world how to play, for we are Rangers, okay. Won't you come and cheer us? Help the boys along. White and blue, coming through with a song. Oh, Rangers, easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. Football is the game that we play all over the world. Rangers, easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. We can show the world how to play, for we are Rangers, okay. We'll be there to do it if we can. Win the cup, hold it up in our hands. Rangers, easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. Football is the game that we play all over the world. Rangers, easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. We can show the world how to play, for we are Rangers, okay.